Am I the a-hole for refusing to punish my daughter after she blew up on the class clown that she didn't want at her birthday party? My daughter is 13 and she goes to a small school. Her grade only has 18 students, 10 boys and 8 girls. My daughter also has other friends from the sports she does. We plan to have her go to a much larger high school in the future. Her 13th birthday party was last weekend and I asked who she wanted to invite. She wanted to invite 7 of the girls from her class and 5 from her soccer team. The one girl she doesn't want to invite is named Kelly. The 7 of the 8 girls that she's cool with.
That sucks, man. Sucks.
My daughter doesn't like Kelly. She's the class clown in her grade, and my daughter hides her and finds her annoying and attention-seeking. I asked her why she didn't want her there, and her response was, "She ruins school for me all the time. I don't want her to ruin my birthday." I agree with her list and sent the invites out. My ex-wife is invited to all of her major milestones, instead of us doing separate events. I learned an hour before the party that my ex-wife had sent an invite to Kelly since her mom found out about the party. My daughter was not happy to see her. It was a surprise for her. I told her to just enjoy the party. It was going well until the cake came out. My daughter wanted a glitter cake, where when you blow out the candles, glitter goes everywhere. While everyone was around the cake, Kelly took her fingers and swiped icing off the top layer of the cake.
No.
It ruined the cake and my daughter lost it. She yelled at Kelly, basically saying, "What is wrong with you? This is why I didn't want you here, and you ruin everything." She ran to her room after, and Kelly was crying. Kelly's parent is wanting an apology. My ex-wife wants her to apologize as well. I am refusing to make her do that or punish her at all. I pointed out that my ex never should have invited her, and to the mom that her child ruined the cake and that at 12 years old she should know better. They're calling me an ass, and my daughter is just upset.
Well, I'll tell you this. If my son, we went to a birthday party and technically we weren't even invited by, and we showed up and my son did something like that, I would have been like, you know what? I'm so sorry, you guys. My apologies. And
So you as the parent of the kid who messed up the birthday cake with the apology.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. If I was on the other side, how would I handle that? I would have went and talked to my daughter. I would have went straight to the room and talked to her and told her it's okay. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
We could always get a new cake. We'll go to Costco. We'll get a better cake. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. You do like Costco cakes.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Costco cake, man. Woo.
They're good. It's sad that she wasn't invited initially, and maybe she realized that she wasn't invited initially, or who knows why she did what she did. But it is a bummer. It's sad, and it sounds like, because on one hand, you don't want the kid whose birthday it is to have to invite somebody she doesn't want there. But the class is so small that if one kid's not invited, it'd be different if there was 15 kids and she invited 6 of them or something.
It's like gym all over again, right?
Yeah.
You're the last one to get picked.
Yeah. So it's really tough. I'll read a couple of these. As a former middle school teacher, now high school, not the a-hole. Your daughter's not the a-hole. This clown, has been allowed to disrupt the classroom, to steal learning opportunities from her classmates, to do whatever she pleases. The parents have supported her awful behavior. I guarantee they have been contacted by the teacher. I promise you they have. And they were either non-responsive or threatening in response. They're enabling this behavior, and your daughter called the kid on it, and that is okay. That is your daughter defending herself after enduring time, attention, and energy theft by this kid in class. And TA, that girl and her parents are.
So this teacher that's talking, that just you let that comment, I'm assuming she's a teacher of that student.
No.
Then how does she know that kid is so
bad? Yeah. Because you're taking another kid's word for it, saying that.
I don't like that comment. I was assuming that she must have been the teacher, because how would she have such detail on the kid that the kid's I don't like her.
Yeah.
She's the asshole.
The teacher?
Yeah.
The teacher's making a lot of assumptions. Yeah, I mean, I think it's really hard because kids that age are mean. 12, 13-year-olds are mean.
Yeah.
And I think you just really don't know. A lot of people here do think, though, that the kid's not the a-hole and that he's not the a-hole for not making her apologize. I think it's a learning opportunity for everybody, though. Why don't you go in and say, "Hey, I know you're upset. I know you're disappointed. I'm sure she didn't ruin the entire cake. Let's go make the best of it," and kind of teach her how to be able to roll with those types of situations, because she's always going to have people who mess things up, I guess.
Yeah, it's life, you know. But I don't know. Do you really think when you look at both of the kids and just judge the kids alone, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who's the asshole there?
Probably Kelly for swiping the cake. Like
probably Kelly.
Because she's 12, she should know better. But that's also a weird time in your brain or in your life. So there was
this
another
is a learning
teacher.
experience for her too, though.
Yeah.
You know?
There's and I think so. Kelly's mom should say, "Hey, doing this. I mean, you see, like this is not a good idea for you to have done this. Like obviously, you've upset the birthday girl and you've damaged the cake. And I think both of them could apologize. Kelly could apologize, and the other girl can apologize for yelling at her or losing her temper. There's another teacher here though who said." Kelly's behavior is definitely attention seeking, so I wonder what's going on at home. Often for kids who are neglected, negative attention is still attention. Kelly is being an ass, but at her age, it's not entirely her fault. But she is at the age where her brain is really learning to empathize, and she should be perfectly capable of realizing she needs to be nicer to her peers if she wants friends and learn how to do that. Always thought kind of learn like what's acceptable socially, right? You learn like, oof, if I do this, that's not. And I think kids kind of teach each other that. So maybe that's part of the lesson here. Kelly's behavior could even be getting worse because her classmates don't like her, which makes her socially isolated, especially at such a tiny school. And that might be why she wanted to spoil OP's daughter's birthday and shift attention to herself. It's sad for Kelly, but OP's daughter has no obligation to be nice to her when she's being so mean. I guess two things can be true, right? Kelly's kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
And the daughter's not responsible for making her feel better.
No.
But I hate to see kids left out. But it's not on Kelly. It shouldn't be on Kelly. Her parents need to work with, like, if you know that your kid is struggling socially, then you do stuff to help them. Maybe you get them into counseling or you help them learn skills. I know there's some skills like how to make friends, how to,
maybe I was thinking about this while you were talking. Maybe homeschooling, because if she's being so segregated from like kids and not having any friends, and it's causing this anxiety and all these issues.
Yeah,
maybe homeschooling is good for her. Then maybe they could kind of schedule some outings.
Some of these comments were really mean. It was like, yeah, she's not the only one that did this. Some people were saying it probably was nice of her not to invite her, so she didn't have to endure, all these people dislike her and like stuff like that. And so this is an interesting one.
I'm gonna come right out and say this. I don't understand why people got to be so mean. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about like some kids are jerks. We know they're jerks, but when you read the comments and you have these hateful comments coming through, just really trashing kid because this kid may have a troubled home. I mean, we don't know. And just to sit there and just be so hateful and not know the full context,
like what she's going on.
Yeah.
Well, I think even the dads
terrible.
Even the dads thought that it was okay initially to not invite her, because I think I probably would have drawn the line there. Like, hey, I know you're not a huge fan of so and so, but we can't invite everybody but her. Like that. Yeah. That probably she knows that. So this person said, it's really unfortunate that people don't have more empathy for these types of kids, though. I was one to a lesser degree because I also had a huge amount of anxiety about what others felt about me. But I grew up in a pretty abusive household. Us kids handled it as best we could. I parented my siblings and was often obnoxious when on my own because I just needed some sort of normal interaction with someone, negative or positive. My brother turned to drugs. My sister handled it the best by becoming her friend group's mother. Everybody has that friend, the mother. I guess what I mean by all this, shit parents have shit kids, but maybe it's more stuff at home than you know. I know that's not your job to fix it, but it sucks a lot when someone complains about your being a crappy kid to your crappy parents, because then you just get the crap beat out of you in an attempt to make you less shitty. I 100% think that what Kelly did was wrong. I'm not defending her. It was just tough seeing you rag on this kid, because there's really a good chance they'd be a good kid or great kids if they had more support and someone they could talk to. Crappy parents don't get therapy for their kids. The kids are screw-ups and they need to act right.
There you go. Some wise words being spoken right there, and I believe that. Some kids have terrible upbringings and they turn out to be terrible students and terrible friends or whatever, but To sit there and bash them like that on those comments to me is just
yeah, that was a little bit harsh.
it's too much, man.
I do feel bad. I also feel bad for the guy who his daughter. She didn't know all the drama. Maybe they could have avoided the drama by not inviting her. The ex-wife probably shouldn't have gotten involved anyway. It wasn't really her place to invite.
No, it wasn't.
Somebody, and I think the ex-wife can apologize to Kelly and her mom, saying, "I'm so sorry."
Yeah.
She lost her temper if she feels that way. But I don't think the birthday girl has to apologize.
No, I don't think so either. Not even remotely.
It'd be cool if they could both apologize.
Yeah.
One for messing up the cake and one for losing her temper, but
unlikely.
Everybody's the a-hole.
Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Bye.